to the Thursdays Are the Best Days podcast, episode 236. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And Bruno.
Hi.
Learning new angles. Point different ways.
That's me.
What's up, Bruno?
What's up, Nick?
Got got stuff. Got stuff to talk about.
Do
Been a
ya?
week talked.
Has been
Haven't
a
talked,
week.
you know? Haven't never, we only talk once a week.
Yep, that's it. I mean, I feel like today we didn't talk much, but
Oh, you were
that
like
was today.
plating.
I was waiting and plating, and yeah,
See,
that's how it
we've hit
goes.
the winter months, so the Buffalo Boys are like inside now.
Yeah, there's more people now.
Have you know? Well, I don't
Oh
know
no,
if they know.
absolutely, yeah.
I don't know if they know this, but like subconsciously at this time of the year, their league playing goes dramatically up.
Oh, through the roof.
Literally, I don't know if they know it, but like every year around like Thanksgiving to Christmas time, they just like I don't know if they get an itch. I don't know if they get like uh a desire, a subconscious like, oh yeah, it's Abraham time. Like they
A
play it throughout the
hatred to
year.
themselves. I don't know,
They
man.
play it throughout the year. They definitely like, you know,
It's a
don't
lot
not play league.
in the winter, though.
It like the next like 2 months is just straight league. It's like
Yep.
holiday. They see a Christmas tree and they think, ah, League of Legends.
Time for league.
Yes. But yeah. So like these are the times I just kind of like sit back. Can't really watch anything. Or I have to watch stuff super loud and I don't know what's going on.
Yep. Been
But
there.
you know what I'm in the mood for?
Yesterday.
You know what
What are
I
you in
get
the
an
mood?
inkling for?
What?
You know what I get an inkling for when I see a Christmas tree?
What do you get? I had no idea.
It's time. It's time to get back in. Time to put your hard hat
Oh
back on.
no.
It's- When they start playing League,
Okay.
that's when you and me tend to like.
Okay. Yep. I mean, I think
You know how tempted I was to.
it's running, Nick.
Oh,
It's
I know.
there.
You know how tempted I was to join the factory the other day. The only thing that was stopping me was like I only had an hour. I only had an hour available, and I'm like, it's
That's
gonna.
enough to catch you up, maybe.
Yeah, I'm like, it's gonna
To
take me an
remember
hour.
what's going on.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So I was like, I'll like spend the next hour figuring out how I don't know what I'm doing.
That sounds about right.
But yeah, I was close to joining the fact I almost got the hard hat back on.
Oh god, that one's I don't know if I'm ready for that. Well, I'm probably ready for that.
Yeah, you're gonna say that, and then you're gonna be like, oh wow, oh. Well, I remember trains. I like trains.
I don't remember at all what our factory even looks like.
I don't.
I don't remember what direction it goes. I don't remember anything.
I won't lie to you. Out of every time we played Factorio, every time I start to get an inkling with how trains work, we always get like a new train mod that changes how trains work, and then I just don't know what trains work.
Bro, this one's rough, but it's what we
Oh,
need
yes.
because the trains work like via request and send. Like
Mhm.
these trains behave like the robot network does. So you can say, "Hey, give me this many of this. Like keep this here."
Mhm.
Which is what we need, but it's also terrifying because it's like so much more setup and figuring out, and it's wires and combinators, and it's a lot.
Yeah. Eh. But yeah, it's just it's getting there. It's dark. It's dark on the way home,
It do be dark.
and I just getting that feeling.
It was
Ooga
sunset at
chaka,
like
ooga chaka.
4:30 today.
Bro, it's you know, I don't care. You know how people are like, I don't drive at dark. Like certain
Yeah,
people are like that.
yeah.
I don't care. It's twilight for me. That's the worst one. Twilight is that like weird light level that your eyes can't like. The sky's bright, but like your scenery's
Yeah.
dark, so your
Mhm.
eyes can't adjust. People have their lights on, but it's just such a weird light level. It's like in a video game when you can't turn your brightness up enough, and you're like, "What the fuck am I looking at?"
Just get better headlights.
No, see, that's not. Again, it's a weird. It's your eyes. It's your eyeballs adjusting to light.
I know. I know.
Can't get some bullshit LED lights to light up the goddamn world.
I mean, you can.
Yeah. Well, I played a board game.
You did. How'd that go?
Uh, started off fine. Like I
Did you
started
win?
off. No.
I know you. I, we figured that much out already.
Yeah, no. I did not win. If you were talking about like military presence on the board, I was Germany of space.
Oh
I,
God.
so there's a point. The point scoring mechanism is a you have cards you flip out at the beginning of each round, and it says it has an objective. The first five objectives are worth like uh 1 point each, and the next five objectives are worth 10 or 2 points each. So you flip them over, and you like, oh, have what was the one? It was have 6 planets under your control, but they can't include your home world that you get free from the start. Like, okay, so none of that. So I got my 6 planets. I had to fight my neighbor for my 6 planets. Well,
Okay.
he he was upset that I called the planet. I'm like, that's my planet, and it's the one right next to his homeworld. I'm like, you took my planet. I needed that. He's like, no, that's like my planet because it's like right next to my homeworld. I'm like, no, that's mine. So I like built a massive army and just took Armada. I built a
Forcefully
mass,
took.
and I'm like, well, I have to liberate my planet. So I liberated my planet. He was upset claiming it was his planet, even though his like people died there first. You know, occupying my
Mm-hmm.
grounds. Then he built a big ass army because I was right next to his homeworld, and I was like, well, I can't like back off now. He has a big ass army, so turned into a stalemate for a long part of the game. I got a bunch of points early. I got up to like 4 points. I got a couple objectives, and then the rest of the objectives were not at all in. They were not conducive to anything I had going on. Like a lot of them were like, "Oh, trade good base," and I was pirates, and no one wanted to trade with me because I was just building a large army. I had some bug friends on the left. The bug friends were really good. The bug friends, they were good at fighting. Let me tell you what. They got like +2 when their like
They
flagship was
like
with them.
the Mantis on FTL. Like
Basically,
all they're good at is fighting.
yeah. Like if they automatically get +1 like to all dice rolls for combat. And then if their flagship is with them, they get another +1. They get +2. They hit on everything. And I'm over here as a pirate. We had like the galactic economy was like dead. I'm supposed to be like pillaging for like resources and stuff. There was nothing to pillage. It was money was scarce. I couldn't like do shit, so I just built an army.
I mean,
That's
that's how that goes, I feel like.
yeah. Like I said, I it's it, that's like the randomness of the game is like you don't know what objectives. You can't like come in with a strategy because you don't know what
Yeah.
the objectives are. Typically, combat doesn't lead to points, but you kind of need it to like facilitate the idea of points. But no, it was just nothing. Nothing was conducive to my like setup to score points based on the cards I flipped over, and it was just like it was rough sailing, flying. Do you sail or fly a ship?
I think you pilot a ship, a spaceship.
Yeah, but they always use a lot of nautical terms.
I don't think it's sailing.
Is oh, we also did a lot of things that we banned like basically education kinda.
Excuse me?
Like so there's a planet in the middle that once you like take control of, after every round you have like you flip a card deck and you have like so you either put a law or you have like oh what was it? It's like it's a word I can't think of right now. So like a law would be like, oh, if you pass this law, every time you research, you have to destroy a ship. And if you don't pass this law, like nothing happens. Or you might have like a thing that's like that could attack a player or like a planet, like a bunch of
Sure.
stuff you like vote on with influence and stuff. Like these cards, they have like things. So one was like, oh, if you research, you have to like kill your like fleet a little bit. So that passed. So we basically turned book. We said books dumb, and then we just like continued on like
I
smashing
see. Yep. Smash rocks
metaphorical
together.
rock.
Yep.
So researching was like hard, and I think I needed a little bit of research to get like anything going. But books dumb. I didn't have money. We were dumb and poor. We were dumb, poor pirates. But yeah,
Sounds about right.
it was interesting. I wasn't like the only one that like the one guy that was winning got to a point that like as people were catching up to him, he just had nothing going for him to get the last couple points he needed, and they ended up losing.
Gotcha. How was your Thanksgiving?
It was good. Just went down to my parents.
Same here. Went
That's
to
it.
my grandmother's, made a ham. Turned out okay.
I smelled a lasagna when I was there. That was no, I didn't smell it, but I did see it in the fridge. What's your opinion on stuffing? Because Madeline and I have the same opinion on stuffing. Same
I
one that my
enjoy
brother and I
stuffing.
have.
Like,
But
what do you want to? What?
are you like a stovetop stuffing boy, or do you like the homemade stuff?
I like the homemade stuff of like you put the turkey innards in it and then shove it in a turkey and eat it.
See,
Like I like the real shit.
yeah,
Like give
no,
me that liver in there.
nah, cause like it's
Give
just
me all that stuff.
cause stovetop stuffing is just so much more superior.
See,
When's the last time you had stovetop stuffing,
it's been a long time.
bro? You're gonna like put 3 sticks of butter in it, and you're gonna be like, oh damn. I don't know. Like my mom and dad typically make a box of stovetop for my brother and I, cause we like the stovetop more than like
Yeah,
the homemade.
I
And then
remember
they
it not
made
being bad. I don't know. I always get used to the stuff that's got like all the shit in it from the turkey and just good. I don't know.
well, then my parents made homemade stuff, and apparently my mom got some bread that was less than ideally good, and they didn't know that till after they made it. So they just like sat there and being like, "This is trash," and then they started eating our stovetop.
Yeah.
Then, then tonight, Madeline
Well,
and I did like a rotisserie chicken in like the crock pot, and we had stovetop, and we were like, "Yeah, stovetop's just better."
everyone I know, well, not everyone. My grandmother on the Italian German side of things. Um, Pepperidge Farm makes a stuffing
Yeah.
like bread. It's basically bread and junk in a bag,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like it's the good stuff. I don't know. So this is what I've always used, and it's good stuff. I like it.
Good.
So I
Like my
guess
mom.
like I'm not making it from scratch, but like
Yeah,
you
no,
know,
my mom went like to like a bakery and got like bread bits,
yeah.
but
I
the
don't go
bread
that
bits were
far.
bad.
I buy a bag of that stuff because it works great. It's good.
Yeah, but yeah, bread bits. Croutons though. So many things bread does well when it's not when it's like don't use aren't you supposed to use like staler bread for stuffing? Or am I wrong?
Um, yeah,
This
I don't know.
stuff. Okay.
Not sure.
For some reason, thought it
Probably.
like was. I thought it was
Probably,
supposed to
yeah.
be a little bit more stale, not like
Yeah.
fresh.
Yeah, I think so.
I was like, oh, because you have that, you have croutons. It's like sometimes you can make stale bread so good.
Yeah,
I assume
absolutely.
croutons are stale bread.
I think that's basically what they are, yeah.
Stale bread covered in garlic. Damn. I wish I could. I need to be able to buy croutons the way you can buy like Milano cookies. It's a big ass bag of croutons.
Hmm. Trying to think of where you could do that.
Can I make croutons in a dehydrator?
I think you could just make them in an oven.
Can you?
Yeah.
That's just toast. What's the difference between croutons and toast?
Not a whole lot.
Damn. Shout out to the guy that thought, huh, bread's pretty great. What if we bake it
I
again?
think see like toast I think is more superficial. It's right on the outside. Croutons is the whole thing. Like you got to get the
I don't
whole
know how.
thing toasty.
I don't know how you. I don't know how you toast your things. Mine get crispy. Turn that thing
I'm
up
so
to 5.
but like the inside of the okay, yeah. If you fucking do that, sure. It's just baked bread. That's all it really is. That
bread's
has
already
shit on it.
bread's already baked.
Put shit on bread and bake it.
Mm.
That's all it is. It's just bread cooked.
Cooked bread, but not
Double
toast.
cooked bread. Not toast.
Okay.
I mean,
No,
hell, give it a shot. Throw some shit on your bread and throw it in the toaster and toast the shit out of it.
maybe I'll.
That might be like quick, big crouton.
Whoa, imagine a massive crouton. That's the food you need to sell. Massive croutons.
Just like a whole loaf of bread.
Yeah. You know
You know
how
what? You might be able to do it. Go barbecue style on it. Start injecting it with shit.
you know how many people would buy like just a loaf of crouton?
I don't think it's as big of a market as you think it is.
How many people? Everyone wants more croutons on their salad.
Not that size. Just get more croutons.
Most people get salads just eat croutons. I
You
could just
know,
I could see it.
maybe you're right. Maybe we just need big loaves of bread. That's just
I
croutons.
think
Yep.
someone would be like, "Oh shit!" Like people like love garlic bread. They meme on garlic bread. We could create a whole new like sub internet culture of like large croutons.
We could.
You
Maybe
know,
we should.
damn. Then we can monetize it. Then we could make a lot of money. Moderate the sub with an authoritarian fist.
Send it.
If we see toast, straight to jail.
Okay.
You know, it just be that easy.
Maybe instead of like dipping toast in your egg in the morning, you just slap off a piece of that crouton loaf. You know?
Dude, a nice like garlic. I mean, think of it this way. What's more what what's more Italian than starting your day with a big old like taste of garlic in your mouth?
Not a whole lot.
Exactly. You know,
Look, I'm in. I'm in.
I saw something. I saw something that apparently different. There's different Italian ways to make pasta sauce. One of which was throwing a whole slab of butter in your like sauce instead of olive oil,
Okay.
and that's like more of a northern Italy thing. But a lot
Gotcha.
of Americans that came, or a lot of Italians that came to America are from like southern Italy, and that's why
Yep.
a lot of our food, American Italian cuisine, is based off of like Sicily Italian, because
Yep.
that's where a majority of the people came from.
I can believe that.
But you can't sleep on those apparently Northern Italians just throwing a
You
stick of
know,
butter.
maybe next time I make sauce, I'll just put in like a half pound of butter or something. I don't know.
Dude, it might be great.
It probably will be.
Yeah. Um,
Butter's good.
exactly. So, you know, keep it in mind. Learn
I
that fact.
will.
Cause it was like, I learned that on like a duet of a duet of a duet. It was like a video guy throwing a thing, and then somebody like, "What the what in the Italian fuck is that?" And then another Italian said, "No, no, no, this is just the other these are the
They're
other
the other
Italians saying."
Italians.
And then I think there was one more reaction I saw later that was just like it was trying to relate like North and South Italy to like North and South of like the U.S. and be like, "Oh yeah, that's what those
I
fuckers
mean,
up
yeah.
there do."
It's a crazy thing, like, when you start thinking about, like, American food, there are so many different types of American food because the country just sprawls over this massive area.
Well, it's just like what you get for like we're certain like you know
And we're
we
also a very diverse backgrounded country. Is
well,
the
it's
other
like,
thing.
well, we got a bunch of Germans that lived here, so we like pork and sauerkraut and like all that type of
Yeah.
well, like, all that stuff. You go to other places, they're like, what?
Yeah, they're
What's a
like, what the fuck are
sauerkraut?
you eating that for?
Why is your kraut sour? And you're like, oh, don't no, just stick with me here. Great with
Yeah.
pork chops.
Yep. Yeah.
Then you get to like,
The
I'll say
South.
this,
Let's just go
fucking
straight south.
like at our one plant in Indiana, like there's just there's a massive Hispanic population out there. So there's like Hispanic restaurants and stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
And like, oh my god, like amazing Hispanic food. Because like it's just there's a large population, that's what they live.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I think I saw one or two like like good looking groceries. Like you go in there and be like, oh yeah, you're gonna get some weird for being in Indiana, middle of nowhere. Shit.
Yeah. I mean, like, that's kind of how I felt going to that place, the Chinese one in Reading.
Yeah.
Chinese grocery store. I think it was Asian. I think it was more than just Chinese. But yeah, like, it was this little hole in a corner market and all kinds of Asian spices and foods and all kinds of stuff.
Bought a flag.
So, funny story about this flag.
It was free,
It was free,
and then
and
they
I
canceled
saw
all the
it.
orders.
Oh, did they cancel them all? I was
Yeah.
curious. Okay. Cuz I was like
Racing
I was
error.
like, "Ah, man, I found it after it was sold out." I was going to tell you
Yeah,
about it, but it was
it
like
was a pricing
very
error.
sold
That's
out.
why it's unsold out.
I believe it. But even not sold out, $19. That's not too bad for a 2 by 3 foot flag. It's cool.
Hey, pole not included.
You know, fair. I
Gonna
feel
go.
like it should have been more of a banner than a flag, personally. But you know what? It's fine.
Yeah, I don't understand the idea of a flag. I really don't know how I'm gonna hang it because I want it to look like that.
You're just
But
gonna have to use one of the grommets and just fucking send something through the other corner of it.
I was hoping they make some sort of command strip like clip.
I th- I have seen stuff like that. Like maybe not command strip, but like a
Yeah, it's
little
just yeah.
grabby thing, you know? Like a for tarps maybe. You can get stuff for a tarp that you could clip to a tarp to get it to hold when you don't have a grommet.
Oh well, fuck yeah. Yes, they do, boy. They got spring clips. They
Oh,
might
there
or
you
might
go.
not. It's a little small. I'm sure they have a bigger version.
So that's cool.
Yeah,
I
gonna
I
put it.
saw it and thought about sending it to you. Be like, hey, you missed out on a free flag, but I didn't want to like rub salt in the free flag wounds, and
Oh
so I
no,
just passed on
I
it.
got the email in the morning being like, "Hey, big sale." I'm like, eh. I'm like, oh, I should check it out. It seems if stuff's 50% off, it might be somewhat affordable. I'm like, probably
Yeah,
not. It's probably like still like $70 for something. So then I didn't, and I saw the Reddit post later, like, "Oh, free flag," and I'm like, "Oh, let me look at that." And I'm like, "Oh, sold out." I'm like, "Oh, that's sad." And like
Yep.
later in the day, I said, "Oh, my thing was refunded." And I'm like, "Oh, well, I guess that was a, I guess, I guess I can just
Somebody
walk
added a
away."
zero or something on the percent off.
Yeah. So I, it was a base even, but I'm like, I'll get a flag. Then
That's
put a
cool.
bump on the wall.
I like banners. Like
Banner.
my shed is basically covered in them inside.
How to hang
I I
a
get a lot from Maple Grove from the drag strip when they do
uh
nationals.
yep.
So I've got people for that. You know,
Got
I got a banner guy. Keeps an
got a
eye out
banner
for me
guy?
for. I got a banner guy, but I've got like a mellow yellow banner, Traxxas, one of the Pennzoil John Force banners, Full Throttle. I've got a couple of them. Jags, Miller Welders. What else? I'm missing some. I got a lot. I got a bunch of them. That's basically what I'm getting at here. I got a Geico one.
Yeah. Back to your first flag. Um
My
uh
first flag.
no, the not your first flag, but like the first flag you listed was um mellow yellow.
Yeah.
Crazy to me that like Coke knows how bad of like a Mountain Dew imitation it is if they like they just never push mellow yellow. It
Yeah, they
exists
really
and it's
don't.
out
Yeah.
there, but like the ability of Pepsi to push Mountain Dew and the lack of ability of Coke to even want to try to attempt to be like I think they
Mm-hmm.
have it so they can't say they don't have nothing, but they don't like even they're not trying to sit there being like, "Oh yeah, Mountain Dew, you need a mellow yellow." It's just they're like, "Well, it
Yeah.
exists."
But yeah, I got a bunch of them. They're all over the place. Put something on the wall, make the wall look nice.
Yeah.
I like them. I haven't run out of wall space yet, so always good.
Double-sided Mountain Strip. Type. Hack. Mm, you'd think there'd be more to like. Do you think there'd be more products?
What do you mean?
Sticky tech, like to like hang for people like flags. Surprised there's no like
Oh, yeah.
uh, sewing pins with minimal head. Hack? Uh, ooh, little rods. Tacks. Multiple tacks. Wiki how is ass. Somehow scrolled far enough down to be like burning your flag. I'll figure out something. This has to come from like not this country, so it'll be a while. Maybe like a week or two.
you know, before you know it, it'll be here.
It might be. Okay, next thing.
Yeah. What you got?
What comes twice a year is always exciting, and then we don't really do much about it until the next time it comes around.
Daylight savings.
No, like we're actually somewhat excited for this. Mostly excited for it. I don't want to say like too excited. We don't like you know talk about it, but like when it's about ready, like when it's about here, we're normally like, oh yeah, I'm hyped.
Steam sale.
No, I was gonna say big booty mix.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So and we always say things about like, oh, like how do you rate them? I,
Yeah.
I was I was gonna propose to you the I don't think it's a challenge. The idea, the
Yeah, the concept.
the concept of going through the 22 big booty mixes, at least like no more than like one a week. We try to make it a goal to listen to like if we started this, would be like, hey, next week, from now until next Wednesday night, we have to listen to Big Booty Mix 1. And then
Okay.
we come out with like how you rate animes with your categories.
Yep.
You rate like 3 or 4 categories, we give it a score.
Okay. Basically, like song selection, flow, sound bites.
And then yes, this one only the last one could only apply for the later ones, but I love the like story.
Okay.
But it's so linear because they're always getting better. The
True.
story the story didn't I think like 16 or 17 like they started adding the little bit
Yeah.
precursor and cursor. They don't do it
Yeah.
much, but I do like
No,
ooh
not at all.
what's Big Booty Man up to? But yeah, what was the 3 you had? You had flow, sound,
Flow, song selection, and sound bites.
um
That's the ones I think of, at
oh
least.
yeah, there's definitely the is there one more? Is there one more? What am I not thinking of? Flow. I guess those
I
would be
mean,
the
like
big 3.
some of them lack in quality of audio quality. So like, but you could probably throw a minus down on song selection because they're shit mixes. I guess.
Oh no,
I
I
don't know.
think so. So when you say sound selection, I'm not
I'm saying like song selection. Like how's the songs that are being played?
so I think you could almost break it into 2 to get 4, and you can make it like so I can't remember which one it is. I think it's like it might be 21. I like the songs in it, but I didn't necessarily know a lot of the songs in it.
Okay.
So I don't know if you make like a sub like, ooh, I might not know a lot of these songs, but I thought the song selection was good for what the like they were trying to do, or like, but where
Yeah,
this past one, I felt like I knew most of the songs, or does it wrap up in the same category?
I think it wraps up in the same thing. Just like how much you enjoyed the stuff that they picked, whether it was new to you or like nostalgic old songs.
Yes. Alright. We can sit. We'll stick with 3. What type of scale you want?
I mean, we could do anything, to be honest with
Well,
you.
I know
Do
you
we need
have
to
a
go
big
to
old.
10?
Do we? That's why I'm asking.
Let's
Are
let's
all
go
your
to
shows
10.
are all your show ratings on a scale of 10?
They are, yeah.
Do you find 10 an easy? Do you find 10 like uh a good range,
Yeah.
an expressive range? We don't need to go to like 100.
Yeah, I do.
Do we use points or whole numbers?
I use whole numbers now that I've come into categories, which give
Oh,
my
that's right.
which give
Average out.
my not as they give the total score a point. Like it
Gotcha.
can be in quarters.
Right.
Like it
Okay.
could be a 7 1/4.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So we start.
I need to write this down.
Write this down. Write this down. Because I feel like no intro. We're fucking rating the intros.
Okay.
You have to rate the intros, right?
I think so.
Because you're gonna give. I feel like it does an injustice to a couple of the ones you like 11, 11, 13, 11, 13.
11 and 15.
I think it does. I think your rating either gets skewed too much because of the intro, or it doesn't get like you have to like you either have to like nuke it or like overrate the rating just because of an intro. So I think it has to be separate.
Are we going to allow that selection to be skipped for ones that don't have an intro?
Do they not all have intros?
I don't remember for, well, even like 11, it's not really an intro. Are you saying like just the first start of it?
I mean, like
Like how much does the beginning bop?
it, yeah, like how does it get me from zero to in the mix?
Okay. Okay. Fair enough.
Like I know the other one, the later ones definitely have the whole like talking. I'm talking about
Yeah.
like how does it go from
I got
like
you. I'm following. I'm in. Yeah.
because like okay 11 11 like 11 I would count from like
11 has a pretty good intro in my book.
that's what I mean like
Like
I
it
would go
goes
from
from
like
0
this
to 95 real goddamn quick.
that first like piano note of like the Office
The
theme
Office intro.
it
Yep. Uh-huh.
until like maybe like a song or two in depending on how whenever
Yeah.
that like starts to transition to the next like set of mixing they're doing. So I think the intro and that definitely has like the intros definitely have a lot of pull into. I'm like, oh, let me hear that drop.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm in.
So yeah, rate those separate.
So
So are you like in?
I
We don't have to do this either. I was just like,
no, I'm in. Yeah.
I
Let's
got.
do it.
So I don't know if I told. I think I've been using YouTube Premium.
Yeah, I think you had a trial, you said?
Yeah, I have it till like March, and I think I might go with it. But like, I think did I tell you I like did my lights now smart, so I can just have my computer turn on my lights and stuff with my voice.
No, you didn't.
Oh, so my fan light is always on now, but it's not. I just tell like, hey Google,
You have like a
turn on my
smart
computer
bulb.
light.
Yep. Yeah. I got you.
And it turns color. But then I can also be like, my RGB lights, I can have them turn on and off.
Yeah.
Hey Google, turn off computer light. But because you have YouTube Premium, you get YouTube Music, and because you have YouTube
Yep.
Music, um, you I can like say, hey, listen to. I can do like working out
Oh.
while listening
Oh, yeah,
to
yeah.
because whenever you don't have it, you do Spotify. So you're like, hey, listen to Big Booty Mix. It'll say playing two friends, and it'll be like whatever order on Spotify free they give you.
Got
You
you.
don't get to like choose.
Yeah.
Um, yes. Okay. And I was like, yeah, because I was like working out. And I'm like, huh. Wait, I'm like, I don't listen to a lot of them. I don't know truly which one's my favorite. I keep saying, oh, I like this, but like if I had to like quantify which one's my favorite, I couldn't do it. And I'm like, I know I always have to convince Brennan that 17's good, and he like never remembers
It's
if it's.
not bad. It's just like it's not the banger that I remember it to be.
Now we're gonna quantify it. We're gonna come back. We're gonna leave this being like, I don't know why, but this one's my favorite one, but I don't feel like it is, but the numbers say it is.
It's 22, right?
Yes. What, they start at 1?
I think so. I don't think they were dumb like us and started 0.
Uh, small booty. Mm, wait a minute. We might have to do some like archive looking.
Oh boy.
Can't find one.
Um, hold on. I might have you.
2 videos are hidden.
Yeah,
Like
so
one.
they had some problems I think with copyright at the start.
So we need. I don't know how, but
Where
we need to be
did
able to. We need to
I have
procure
that?
1, 2, and 4, and 8 and 9.
I think it was on TeamSpeak. Um. Thick.
Maybe we won't start this week. Maybe we'll like we'll get everything prepped to
I mean,
start
we could
next
just
week.
pick a different one if you didn't
No,
want to
no, no,
start at
no.
one.
We're starting from the beginning.
Starting from the bottom, now we're here.
We're starting on a journey. Cause I want them to get better. I don't want to like. They definitely get better over time.
Uh, 1 through 16, except for 2, is in TeamSpeak.
Okay, let me start with 1. We have to figure out how to
I'll
get 2.
have to find 2.
If it, maybe it doesn't. If it exists.
Uh, I just remembered where these came from. They were from SoundCloud
You
because
got
they
that
had
SoundCloud rapper?
downloads. Ba, ba, ba. Where the fuck would this be?
5 through.
I just need to like find 2.
Yes. We'll have to find a thing too. Okay. This is good.
Like
This is.
that's not too hard.
Oh, is it just out there?
Nope, it's that. Why is that one literally gone? What's the deal?
They have a subreddit. Hey guys.
Stop. So like, it's literally just that one that's like missing, and I don't understand. I'll be able to find it, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'll do some googs.
We'll see. I mean, it looks like I just found somebody re-uploading it, so that's fine.
No, really? Who would ever?
Yeah. Takoyaki,
Takoyaki.
apparently. See?
Yaki. Okay. To be honest with you, I don't think I've listened to anything less than I don't know. I
I'm
don't
gonna be
know how many.
honest. You get in the single digits, and I think it's rough. Okay.
I
We
don't know
might
how many
have
of them.
problems.
I don't. Yeah, like I
We
don't
might
know.
have to do like 111, 212. Might have to
Uh,
balance this out.
this is a journey. We need to understand where the booty came from.
How do I download this? I don't like. I feel like
Oh
this is
God.
gonna be a problem. Does that work?
Does it work?
Sure does. All right, it's done. Simple. Where'd that folder go? See, no problem.
Bam.
It's
I will have
there.
to download those. Oh wait, side tangent. I think my one hard drive. I think it's starting to like.
Really?
I think it makes a lot
Is
of
it?
noise when like I first
Does
booted
it?
my computer and some of the stuff that like runs on it because I try to keep everything off my C drive. So
Yeah,
I think like
I'm
I
with
think
you.
stupid stuff like Discord runs off of it. Um, it makes a lot of noise. It's still
Have you
good.
ever checked it?
Like what
Like
do you mean?
with Crystal Disk or whatever?
Oh no, I try to like just ignore it.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Kind of like say, ooh.
Oh God, did I? Oh, okay. Sorry, podcast. Are you still recording?
What?
Yep. Okay, we're good. I had a user access control pop up, and it just.
Ucl. Call it a ucl, but it's not because there's no L. UAC. Mm-hmm. No. No. What? Yeah, just kind of ignore it. Well, I don't. I acknowledge it, but like, you know, I'm not saying it didn't put its work in. You know, when so
Can I still
after
upload these to YouTube or Google Music? Is that a thing anymore?
is it?
Do you even know what I'm talking about?
No.
This might have been
No.
before. Okay, so back when YouTube Music was Google Play Music, right? You could upload your entire song library for free to them, and they would host it in the cloud for you so that you could play it on your devices.
Seems such a pirate. Like that seems like
Oh, yeah, it was fantastic for people that had pirated music. Because you could just upload your whole discography of everything you had onto Google, and they were like, yeah, we got you. But, like, as someone who had some of those, like, small, weird songs that weren't on music systems, it was great.
mm-hmm.
And then like the big booty mixes came along, and I was like, shit, I need to put them on there. And that's why I had them downloaded from 2019. That's when these were downloaded.
Damn.
Um, so yeah, that was the reasoning. I wonder if I can still do it though. Does it still let you?
No questions.
Sure looks like it. Yeah, they're cool with it. You can just like drag and drop them on there, and
So
then they're like,
can you like share it to me? Or can I do it myself, I guess?
you can do it yourself. I don't know. Like for
Not that I won't,
instance,
but not that I won't do it, but is like that a concept where like you created a thing and then like you share to me like that like list that I could just like is it that is
oh,
that thought
maybe.
out?
Hold on. I have a playlist of Big Booty Man. Hold on. Yeah, let me look. Where's that playlist? I don't love YouTube Music's interface. I miss the old one, but they fucking murdered it. Um, share. Switch it to public. Sure. Uh, fucking, I don't know. Sure, public. Yeah, here. It's yours now.
I don't okay.
Oh,
Add
why
to
is that
library.
in there?
Add
So
to
yeah,
library.
it should just be like in your playlists now.
Dun, dun. But I only see Dead Mouse 5 press mouse trap radio.
So like I deleted that. It used to be there.
Okay.
Do you is that all you see though?
Well it says okay, so home. I added
Here,
it to
look.
my library.
So that might be the problem of their downloaded songs. That might be what the issue is though.
No, no tracks in the playlist.
That
Or
okay, yeah.
ours.
So you got to do it yourself. You have to
Okay.
drag them on there.
Okay, I'll download them and probably ask you in a little bit how I actually do that. But I'll
It's
look up.
just drag the file onto YouTube Music. That's it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's
This
pretty
is a
easy.
ass interface. Holy
It
shit.
is. It's terrible. I hate it, but they kind of forced my hand into it. So, you know,
Can I just download a folder off
they
TeamSpeak, or do I have to
they told
download
me to get
separate?
fucked. You can download a folder. It'll do it itself.
Music. In the music folder, apparently.
It sounds about right.
What folder? Yeah.
It's 8. It doesn't help you, but
TeamSpeak files, whatever.
I don't know, man.
Sure.
It's one of the channels. I don't know which one it is. I got numbers, you got letters. You know, sometimes they don't mix like that.
What? What in the cinnamon toast crunch? Got a whole section for manga now. We're born
Yeah,
as a vending machine. What the fuck are you reading?
I didn't start that one yet. That one's getting
YouTube
animated though.
sounds about right. TV? Do you have like weirdly under TV? So,
I would have to open TeamSpeak, and TeamSpeak fucks with my microphone.
you're good.
Just keep
Wait, is
clicking.
it? Wait, is this or is this archived? Is this actually in
No,
TeamSpeak?
this is in. Hmm. We're gonna
Connected.
get through this together.
They're all in this. Get there. Oh, am I looking in the wrong channel? Okay. I think I was
It's
opening.
right in front of your face.
I was okay. No, in the Netflix and chill, there's a music section. I was in the Netflix and chill music section.
I didn't know that existed. Sorry.
Disconnected.
I didn't think that was a thing. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, I
See,
don't know.
okay, this was pre-NAS, I think, is the issue.
Yeah. So I just remember because like Netflix and chill is like the one I go into all the time. Not all the time,
Because
but like
that's the
all the
one that
time I
has
tend to.
the whole NAS in it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I look at music and I acknowledge it. I'm like, oh, probably like he's having you've downloaded
And
um,
that's what it was, yeah.
like leaks or this or that. So I'm like, oh, then I
Or
probably
like
threw it in the
Fee
music folder.
downloads leaks and tries to give it to other people, and yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yep.
Brenner probably threw it in the music folder. I'm
Nope.
over here being like,
I
the
mean, I
fuck's using?
can. You want it
Who the
there?
fuck's no. I'm like, who the fuck's using WinRAR still? But whatever.
I think that's how he got him, you know. That's a lot of
Maybe
fucking music. That's 2 GB of music.
I'm telling, yeah. You know,
Huh.
ever since like Windows added like the archiving, like unarchiving feature, don't use WinRAR ever.
Really?
Yeah, do you use it? I guess you use it for like some of the servers. You don't even need it. Like if something's WinRAR, you can still use Windows to extract
Yeah.
it.
I mean, it might just be like habit at this point, to be honest with you.
And that's 100%. You know that's fair. I I just like
I
don't.
have compressed some things a couple times, but I can probably just do that with Windows. So,
Yeah, just like send to zip.
well, I've had trouble with zips before. I had to use
Gotcha.
RARs. Um, I did have a trouble with a zip at one point.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, I just
There has
whatever.
been an occasion or two that I've needed it.
Yeah, this is this is our journey. Maybe we'll ask if Burry wants to go on the journey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn right. 55 minutes. We've talked. We've talked about absolutely nothing. Slow song
So,
section.
do I need to make? I think I do need to make a different sheet, huh? Can't let us see each other's ratings, right? We gotta rate
Well,
ourselves first.
you. I don't. Huh.
I was just gonna. I was either gonna do this twice so that it's both on the same page, or do I need to make like just copy the sheet and duplicate it when it's all set up so
So,
that there's a Bruno sheet and a Nick sheet
uh,
so that you
I
don't see my ratings before you rate yours? Or are you gonna do
yes.
it yourself in not in the sheet?
So my thought was that my thought was I was just gonna like note them down, and then we
Okay.
would like we would we'd be like we would reveal them one by one. Like you'd have your numbers pre-written down and be like, oh, it was your flow, or like, what was your intro? And you'd be like, I really like this intro. I'm like, oh, I thought it was like a bop. He's like, really? I'm like, I wasn't feeling it. Like I didn't get into it. And then we'd like put them in a main sheet. However you want to keep track of yours beforehand, you can. If you want to put it in your thing, I won't like look at your like I'm not like I don't need to spoil it for myself. So
Yeah.
like
Okay. Whatever.
so on a 10, we have 4 sections on a 10. I'll just like note them down and we'll like add them to the sheets and we'll get a rating and we'll be like bam. And it won't be relevant to
Sure.
probably like halfway through to be like what we think. Like you really won't have a basis until like we're like halfway through.
Yeah. Nah, more than that.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. I think we need to get through the mud first to
The
get to
mud will be
anything good.
the mud will be rough.
And half of it is mud.
They well, they got to this point, so it can't be that bad.
We'll
Like
see.
they got to this point. Like they didn't get famous off nothing.
Yeah, you're right.
Maybe they got
You are
famous off
right.
of nothing. Maybe
They
they
might have
didn't.
gotten famous. Yeah, you know. I'll tell you, I'm looking at this SoundCloud playlist because it's up on my screen.
Hmm.
You can tell which ones were bops,
Based
even
on
on
view
SoundCloud. Yeah,
can I see it?
it's like okay, you know, you start a couple 100K, 10, 9 mil, pretty good. So some of these are re-uploads, so you gotta like not
Yeah.
skip a lot of these. So like 2 mil, 3 mil, 9 mil, 20 mil, and let's jump back down to 6, 11, 10, and then up to 17, and then back down to 6.
Damn. I wonder.
So like they're very
Yeah,
notchy.
that's interesting.
So we'll see how it goes.
I'll give you this. I never realized how many music videos I never watched for songs until I watched Big Booty Mix, and I'm like, is this
And
really
you're
what the
like,
music
what in
video
the
was?
fuck is that music video? Yeah.
And but I think like Burry's watched a lot of them because I'm like, is this what this music video was? And he'll be like, yeah. He's
Yeah.
like, you've never seen it? I'll be like, no. To tell.
You ever have a bad typing day where it's just like you can't get
Oh
your
yeah,
fingers to do what you want?
yeah. It'd be rough.
Some days it do be like that.
Um, yeah. So okay, the big booty journey. And we'll tweet him, be like, oh, we'll tweet him when we're done. We like we went on a big booty journey, and then we'll give us like free concert tickets.
There you go. It works.
Um, all right, okay. You ever? I know you snowboard. You been to the Poconos?
Uh, what? Back it up. What did you say?
I know you snowboard. Have you been
Oh,
to the Poconos?
not quite the Poconos. I usually never really went. I mean, I guess a lot of that's around the Poconos, though. Um, as far as up there, Bear Creek is okay. It's a little baby hill though. Blue Mountains, pretty good.
Hmm.
Why? You looking to go somewhere?
Oh, yeah. I think over like February, Madeline and I are gonna go up there to do like the wine trail, and
Ah,
I don't know where to stay. Like we're like I don't. So I was like,
so like Poconos like up here ish. So like I have never been to Jack Frost or Camelback. I have been to Shawnee. Blue Mountain is my favorite to go because it's the best skiing, like snowboarding up there. Um, Bear Creek is down closer though. That's on the other side of Allentown. A lot of those aren't like, I don't know how much lodging is there, if that makes sense. Like
sure,
I don't think Blue Mountain has any lodging.
okay,
I know Bear Creek is like a bougie hotel, but that's pretty far away from the Poconos. Jack Frost says it has lodging, so you might be able to look into that.
yeah. No, just curious. I know you do the do.
Yeah. Um, it's been a while. I haven't gone in a while. So yeah, Jack Frost looks like they have some stuff going on.
Gotcha.
But yeah,
I need to
it's been a bit.
I need to like get. I need to find a map where all the like wineries are and figure out like what area they all are. A lot of Strasbourgs, it looks like. Taylor Strasbourg. Yeah.
There's a Pocono beverage trail apparently.
Yeah, it's like all
Didn't know that.
three. Yeah. Not Madeline's not too big of a beer person. She likes
Yeah,
she can I can get occasional pale ale, maybe an occasional lager she'll like tolerate a sip of.
yeah,
I ain't a distillery type of guy. Can't do shots.
yeah. I was just thinking maybe this will give you an idea of like where
Oh yeah, it
things
will.
are.
I think you can filter down too. Like in the top right you can like filter.
Yep, that sure looks like a thing you can do. Is there a map? Nope, but it does tell you where. So, oh,
Oh, show
there's a
map.
map. Fuck's the map?
Oh. That's just an awful integration of a map.
It's terrible. So it's like mostly Stroudsburg-ish.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
neat.
Going to do it to him.
That's cool. When was that? Did you say February?
Yeah, sometime in February. Um, again, no planning's been done. I'm curious how long people are gonna go without mentioning it. But we're all supposed to show up to a wedding in May.
Yeah, that is a thing.
But unfortunately for a large part of the group, for us, is they don't. You know, the day if nothing ever happens with it, they can just like live there.
Yeah, it's like it's not that unreasonable of a drive to make.
Yeah. So
I think we'll have to bring it up eventually.
Yeah. I'm just curious how long they go. You know?
I do know. I do.
You know who we're talking to?
You,
You know who
you
we're
know,
talking
they've
about?
been. I've heard Secret Santa get brought up like 3 times. I don't want to run Secret Santa
Nope.
because I'm impartial to even if it happens at all.
I sat out like last year.
You did.
I feel no remorse or regret about it.
Like 3 people have said something about it. No one has taken any initiative to do anything. So
No, I typically fee runs it, I thought. Am I
yeah,
misremembering?
no, you're remembering because that's one of those things that I just don't care enough to take charge of.
I'm only not for it because I guess I know some of the people now more. But like last year,
Yeah,
I had Damon last year. And I did like Damon at this time last year I knew almost little to nothing about.
yeah.
I knew his name. Well, no, I didn't know his name.
It was 2 years ago, but yeah.
Was it 2 years ago?
I mean,
Oh
you
yeah, because I
sat
did do
out
last
last
year.
year.
Yes. I like I got him. It was him, Cuddly, Tucker, like 3 or 4 of them joined all the same time, and I could not understand who any of them were.
I can't even tell you who the last person I got was. I don't remember.
Didn't didn't you have?
I don't remember at all.
No, you didn't have Dit. You would remember if you had Dit.
I would remember if I did.
You didn't have me. I don't think you had Burry. There's a channel. There's literally a Secret Santa channel.
Oh, that's right, there is.
Uh,
I'm just looking in my orders. It was Eric. Eric got that rechargeable hand warmer thing.
oh, that's
The
right.
like power bank hand
Yeah,
warmer thing because he always complained about cold hands. I think he might have actually used it.
I think he
Like
does
I
use
think
it.
it might get some use.
Yeah, that big titty mouse anime mouse pad though. It's one of those things I've never like. I'll never buy, but I've always wanted. Yeah, hot one. What did you get?
An inflatable chair, that like hammock chair tube thing.
Oh,
I don't remember what the fuck it was called.
interesting. It got a while. Was it the year? No. What was the year that Eric got the
Like
lighter?
this thing.
Who had
Uh,
you?
Fredo. Eric with the lighter was 2 years ago, I think.
Okay,
Pretty sure. I don't
you
remember.
could. I'll believe it.
I don't know, man. And like, it's coming up.
Mhm.
We'll see.
I ain't touching it. I ain't touching it with a 3 foot pole, an 8 foot pole, 13 foot pole, maybe a 50 foot. That's a big
That's
pole.
a big pole. It's like a telephone pole.
Do be. 109. Anything else I was trying to bring up? Big shipping. Which is by William. New tab. Did I type anything on that new tab? No. Game. Talked about maybe getting back to Factorio. Playing a little bit Rogue Tower. That's not. We haven't got snow yet, but you know, any day now. We got the wind today. When do you think first? When do you think we're gonna get our snow first?
I think it's coming soon.
Do you?
Yeah. Like, let me look at my 10-day forecast. I might be. Oh, no, maybe not.
Never.
Not looking like it. Still looking like rain for me.
Rain. Yeah, it
Yeah,
did rain a lot today.
I'm seeing snow on the 12th. AM snow showers. But
Yeah.
that's like so fucking far away that they're not going to be right at all.
Yeah. Right, a cottage? Bro, I can get a little cottage? I found something. Okay, whatever. Um,
Nice.
maybe. I don't know. Yeah, so, okay. I think, I think we've casted the pod
I think we have.
into the seed of, casted the pod into the seed of the soil, and it shall grow a mighty, a mighty result of,
Mighty casts.
yeah. Okay, don't worry about it, because that's all we have. This week's episode of Thursdays Are the Best Days podcast. Thanks for listening, and goodbye.
See you later.